Good evening. My name is Kayaetta Cooks, and I'm a certified wellness coach with Akana. And Akana means in the hands of God. You could have been anywhere on this Sunday evening, but you chose to spend your time with us, whether you're on the call live or you're watching this from a record. So thankful for you taking the time out to hear what we have to say. And as I share this time with you, we want you to know that what we're going to discuss tonight may hit home to you. It may ring a bell with someone you know. So while you're listening to this information, if what I share with you tonight brings to remembrance someone you know, I want you to write their name down. Why? Because we have this same informational call on Wednesday in person at the Wellness Center, on Thursday here on Zoom at 7 p.m., again Saturday at 10 a.m. on Zoom, same information, and then again on Sunday at 5. Now, we're going to hear about the importance of knowing your blood type. And we're going to start off with talking about the health crises that we're ignoring. See, we understand that heart disease, cancer, diabetes, and a shortened life are serious health crises that are plaguing the United States and all across the world. We understand that heart disease, is the number one cause of death in the United States, responsible for about 1 in 5 deaths, with cancer following closely behind with 600,000 deaths annually. And the lifestyle factors like poor diet, smoking, and diabetes. We're talking about a growing epidemic where over 37 million Americans have diabetes and 96 million more have pre-diabetes, and they don't even know it. It's undiagnosed. When we're talking about diabetes, we're talking about significantly increases the risk of heart disease, kidney failure, and amputations. And the rising of obesity rates are a major driver of diabetes crises. And then when we're looking at a shortened life expectancy, U.S. life expectancy has declined in recent years. In fact, dropping to around 76 years, one of the lowest amongst developed nations. And chronic diseases, COVID-19, drug overdoses, and healthcare disparities all play a role. And preventable lifestyle changes and improved healthcare access could help reverse some of that. But when we're talking about the health crises, we can't help but to acknowledge the problem in the U.S. See, our CEO, Melissa Boston, has coined this phrase: we are digging our graves with our fork, simply calling it chewicide. See, when you look on the left hand side, you see the original diet where we ate from the earth, right? No pesticides, no add ingredients to help meet the high demand of cost, right? We ate and it was good for our body. It was healing for our body. But now we have this new diet, right? A diet filled with all kind of trans fats, all kind of ingredients that will leads to diabetes and cancer, clogged arteries and all that stuff, right? In fact, when we're looking at the heart disease, we call that the silent killer. Because in 2020, nearly 700,000 people died from cardiovascular disease. About 1 in 5 heart attacks are silent. The damage is done, but the person is not aware of it. And an alarming number of our 14 to 19-year-olds are showing as much as 40% blocked arteries. Now I'm just going to pause for a minute. Because it's one thing to say, okay, as we get older, you can expect some type of illnesses or diseases. Ignorantly saying that, right? But when we're looking at 14 to 19-year-olds, our babies, 40% blocked arteries, well, if that is factual, then it's no common guess or shock to understand that the significance of age 45 for African Americans is going to be heart disease, dangerous levels of atherosclerosis. See, you're looking at a picture right now of a clear artery on the left-hand side where you have optimal health. The artery is good, the walls are thin, the blood can flow without restriction. You see, the endothelium layer, which is the inner layer, is thin. The outer layer is thin. But what happens is over a course of time, whether we're eating against our blood type, whether we're living in unhealthy environments, what happens is optimal becomes borderline. Plaque begins to build up. The walls begin to thicken. Then, if we're not doing anything about it, borderline becomes high. The walls thicken even more, and the plaque builds up even more. And now the blood has to push and work hard to get through. But guess who's aiding and abetting the blood to get through? It's your heart. So now your heart is working even harder to get through. But guess what? No action is being taken. So now high becomes dangerous. And now you have a completely blocked artery. Don't even know it. You're just thinking, hey, I'm just stressed for the day. I'm just tired for the day. Not being aware that by the time you're 45, you are 2 times more likely to die from heart disease. So I want you to know Akana's vision is this. Our vision is a world where everyone has access to the nutrition and resources they need, not just want, but need to thrive. Creating healthier, more resilient communities through personalized wellness for your blood type. We're breaking cycles of disease and poverty, empowering families to build a legacy of health, prosperity, and generations to come. So when I talk about the health crises, I can't help but to go into 5 key reasons why these problems impact communities, particularly our community. Number one is going to be the lack of understanding blood types. When I was introduced to this company, I did not know my blood type. Yet I was dealing with all kind of health concerns, rising blood pressure, uncontrollable, even though I was on medicine, right? Taking 3 and 4 different medicines. Even though I was swelling uncontrollably, gaining weight uncontrollably, wondering if I was next. See, I had just buried my mother, March of 2021, lost her to congestive heart failure. And I was wondering, was I next? But when I met Akana, the first thing I was asked was, do you know your blood type? And I ignorantly said no. And the next thing changed my life. I took a blood type test. I found out I was an AB positive, the rarest blood type, and you'll hear a little bit more about blood types lately. But what I found out after that was that AB positives are more likely to die from congestive heart failure because of the sensitive diet that we require, all because of lack of understanding blood types. When I took a bioscan, a comprehensive health screening that Akana health certified health coaches do for us, right? I found out that I was in a crisis stage. That means I was near a stroke or a heart attack. But Akana, God used Akana to change my. So we are asking that you on this call, as you hear this information, that you come aboard with us as we are committed to helping 1 million families learn their blood type. So when we're talking about blood types, there are 4 blood types: A, B, O, and AB. See, your blood type, whether it's AB, O, or AB, is a powerful genetic fingerprint that identifies you as surely as your DNA. Now, your blood type, Zion, excuse me, my puppy wants some attention. Your blood type is explained like this. In A, if you're an A blood type, and go ahead and place in the chat if you know your blood type. I'd just like to see who has joined us tonight. If you're an A, you're an agrarian, nature's vegetarians, prone to digestive and heart issues, red meat, shrimp, crab, lobster, and dairy can be especially harmful. They are naturally creative and inventive and require peace and harmony. If you're a bee, you're considered balanced, although you were originally barbaric. They thrive on a diverse diet, but chicken, shrimp, crab, and lobster can disrupt their health. They have a more balanced immune and digestive system. They are resilient, but tend to suffer from autoimmune diseases, IBS, and other issues. And if you're an O, the oldest blood type, the most ancient original blood type, they thrive on a high protein diet, but catfish, pork, dairy, refined carbs, white wine, and gluten can cause significant issues. They have a strong immune and digestive system. They tend to experience more ulcers, arthritis, and thyroid issues. And if you're an AB like me, you're complex and modern, the rarest blood type, blending traits of A and B. They must balance the dietary restriction of both types of optimal health. So, my question to you is, if you don't know your blood type, do you think you should? I think so too. So I'm just gonna look on the chat. O negative. Oh wow, Cheryl, you're O negative. Very rare. All right, we got O's, A's, O's. O's are the most common blood types, right? Universal givers. We got A's. All right, we got an AB, my AB sister, right? So that's important. You want to know your blood type. Why? Because your blood type is the key to unlocking your body's nutritional blueprint. Your blood type is the single most important determinant in how your body interacts with the food you eat, and if those foods will cause 3 things: inflammation, digestive problems, and or weight gain. See, I was dealing with all of those because I did not know my blood type. See, on the left hand side, you have a woman who eats according to her blood type. So the food that she gives her body is 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 digesting the way that it should, right? And so you want to make sure that you know your blood type. And if my co-host can help me, sure I got one. Yeah, if you can keep people on mute for me, thank you. And so our immune system is designed to protect us from lectins. See, lectins are in our food, in the food that we eat. Now, our immune system, because it's designed to protect us from the lectins, 95% of the lectins are sloughed off by the body. However, there's 5% that are still filtered into the bloodstream where they react with and destroy red and white blood cells. So as I take a little sip, I want you to look at this sample avoid list because I want you to remember one person's food is another person's poison. This is the sample list of foods considered toxic for the various blood types. So if you're an A, go ahead and look at that. Take a snapshot because I want you to be asking people after this, do you know your blood type? Do you know your blood type? A, tomatoes, bananas, red meat, potatoes, shrimp, poison to blood type A. B, chicken, avocado, black beans, shrimp, crustaceans, seafood, right? Poison, toxic to a blood type B. O's, catfish, avocado, oranges. Yes, oranges, right? Crazy. Poison, white wine, cashews, and AB. You might as well almost say all of the above, right? But fried chicken, bananas, black beans, avocados, which I ate on my salad every day, shrimp every day, was poison to me. I was slowly digging my grave with a fork. So I thank God that he used Dr. Diamo to come out with a book after years and years of research. This book came out, 4 blood types, 4 diets, eat right for your type. So I encourage you, if you have not read that book, put that on your to-do list because we want grade and level of health. So learn your blood type? Absolutely. Why? Because you have the power to break the generational cycle. So by knowing your blood type, the power is in your hands. The only question is, when you find out your blood type, what are you going to do with that knowledge? See, if they give you the wrong blood, it could kill you, right? Very important. So think about it. If you eat the wrong food, it could be slowly killing you. Slowly. So if this is so real, so impactful, right? So devastating if you don't know. Why are we just learning the foods impact our blood cells based on blood type? We know everything else. Why is this not on the top of the healthcare system, right? I'll tell you why. If it isn't taught in medical school or created by Big Pharma, it isn't promoted in the United States. Simply put, it's always been big business equals profits over people. See, you think about how cigarettes are glamorized, right? Highly addictive, highly profitable. Trans fats, what they use to cook our food in restaurants, right? 5G cell phones, get access wherever you go, quick, fast, and in a hurry, right? But do they talk about the cancer? Right? Do they talk about the cancer that it causes? For trans fats, do they talk about the clogged arteries, the heart disease, right? The cancer. What about the GMO? No talk about how that's killing us softly, right? And milk. Drink it. It does a body good, right? Pass it on. They also tell you that it's passing on disease and inflammation and mucus, killing us softly. Well, the question might be, what countries adhere to the blood type philosophy? Japan is one of them. You know who's not? The United States. Did you know that you can travel around the world and find out that foods that we allow here to be served to us aren't even allowed? They are banned in other countries. Why is that? And it's evident when you look at the life expectancy. See, in Japan, who they eat right according to their blood type. They eat less meat too, right? They're on the top. Number one came in first place for life expectancy, with 84.6 being the average. But did you also know, let me make sure, can you all hear me?
Yes, we hear you fine.
Okay.
We hear you.
Okay, I don't know what just happened. All right, did you also know that the United States came in at 50th? Very disturbing. Fifth, that means 49 other states live longer than we do. But we want to claim we're the most powerful, the most resourceful, right? 76 years old is the average. My mom passed away at 77. Right, 77. So I guess I could call her blessed. I don't think so, right? Not when over in Japan, they're celebrating their centennials on a common basis, right? But when you look at our own community, I almost weep when I have to share this slide. 71.8. 71.8 years old is the life expectancy. That is absolutely sad. And I don't know about you, but that disturbs me. And it makes me feel like I have some type of responsibility to change that. And I hope you do too. And we'll talk a little bit more about that lately, how you can help us change that. Because by following the blood type diet and anecdotal evidence that shows millions of people reported positive improvements by adhering to the blood type practices, not thousands, millions. But the big pharma wants to say, hey, there's not much research about that. Hey, we're the research. We're the research. I was almost out of here. But when I did my bioscan just recently, I am in the green, which means I have brought my body back to balance. How did I do that? I'll share with you in a minute. You can protect yourself from common viruses and infections and take a stand against life-threatening diseases. We don't have to just lay down and roll over. We can do something about that. You can achieve your ideal weight, slow the aging process, and cleanse your body of toxins and unhealthy fats. Yes, that power is in your hands. And if you didn't know it, by the time I end this call, you will know it and have the opportunity to do something about it. So that was the first key reason for the health crisis. Let's get to the second. The second is going to be dangerous levels of oxidation. See, researchers have finally identified one of the most important contributors to heart disease, wrinkles, cancer, arthritis, and many of the other problems associated with older. And that's going to be oxidation. Well, what's the solution? It's simple. Although the doctors might want to prescribe you something, it's simple. Antioxidants. See, fruits and vegetables are loaded with plant compounds called phytonutrients, which also have antioxidant abilities. And did you know that some phytonutrients have shown to even disable cancer-causing substances as well? Can we say healing, the right food brings healing to our body? And the third reason for the omega-3 deficiencies will cause this cardiovascular health, which increase the risk of heart attacks, strokes, and high blood pressure. Cognitive decline, which increase the risk of depression, anxiety, Alzheimer's, and dementia. And chronic inflammation, which accelerates the progression of diabetes, arthritis, cancer, and autoimmune diseases. And your metabolic health, which contributes to weight gain, obesity, and metabolic syndrome. And also contributes to non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. Yes, you can have a fatty liver and not be an alcoholic. And when that happens, it can progress to liver cirrhosis or liver cancer. And your immune function attacked. It weakens immune function, making the body more susceptible to infections. And you're wondering, I'm sick, I'm getting sick, I just got over, I shouldn't be getting sick. You could be having deficiency with your omega 3s and bone health, which affects your bones, right? Increases the risk of osteoporosis, leading to fractures and a higher risk of complications, especially in older adults. So when they're saying drink milk, no, increase omega 3s, right? We can do something about that. The power is in our hands. The number four, the fourth reason for the health crises, heart disease, cancer, diabetes, and a shortened life, is going to be an unhealthy gut. See, 70% of our immune system is in our gut. Your gut is called the microbiome. So when your gut is unhealthy, gut issues arise when your diet includes improper food choices and lacks sufficient fiber, probiotics, and prebiotics. Does your diet include those three things? If they do not, let's make a decision to include that and let's make some changes in our diet. Otherwise, here's your gut signs. Your issues of an unhealthy gut, digestive issues, weakened immune system, malabsorption, nutritional deficiencies, inflammation, skin problems, mental health challenges, weight management, hormonal imbalances, autoimmune conditions. We do not have to walk around with autoimmune diseases. Let's get rid of the unhealthy guts. We got to clean it out. We got to clean it out. The fifth reason is going to be a parasite invasion, right? A parasite invasion. If you've ever eaten meat in your entire life, if you've ever eaten fruit and you did not know how to properly and thoroughly clean that fruit, if you've eaten fish, seafood out of the sea, right? It is more like you've never cleansed, never detoxed, never uh, uh intentionally killed the parasites in your body. You have a parasite invasion, which leads to chronic infections and inflammation, which leads to heart disease, diabetes, chronic fatigue, and autoimmune disorders. Any of that sound familiar for you or for anybody that you know? Right? What about parasites being in the presence of autopsies? See, parasites are invading our organs, our brain, lungs, and liver. And when that happens, we're talking about now your mental health is affected, where you have parasites leading up to the brain, which causes depression, anxiety, and even schizophrenia. So sometimes that's spiritual, sometimes that's natural, right? And so if any of that sounds familiar, we know that we have some problems on our hands and we need a solution. Well, my mom always told me, if you bring a problem to the table, you should also have a solution. So, Akana, shedding light on these health crises, shedding light on the reasons why, also is going to shed light on some solutions. And our solution is called Five Steps to Generational Health. Now, before I get into the solutions, I must legally give this disclaimer. Our products is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. The information provided herein is for informational purposes only and is not intended as a substitute for advice from your physician or other healthcare professionals. If you are pregnant, nursing, taking medication, or have a medical condition, please consult your healthcare provider before using any nutritional supplements. Individual results, of course, may vary. Number one solution is going to be, do you know your blood type? Your blood type is a more reliable measure of your identity than race, culture, or geography. It is a genetic blueprint for who you are and a guide to how you can live most healthfully. Number two is going to be to learn what's best for you. See, food that heals one can harm another. See, it's not enough for you to just learn your blood type. Now you need to know what foods heal me and what foods are killing me. So we want to make sure that you know your blood type, know the food that helps you. We want to help you put a health plan in place because we want to make sure that you secure a health legacy for not you, but for your family too. How do you do that? You want to start looking at some of your options. Well, we have some options for you that we're getting ready to go over. But what's most important is that it's about your goals. What is it that you want for you? When you share with the person that invited you on this call or on this recording what your health goals are, we're going to help you select the option that works best for you based on your goals. So, number one, the blood type support kit. This kit includes herbal teas, nutrition, and optional testing for all blood types. It is designed to kickstart the cleansing of your colon and your blood. See, with the blood kit number one, which is only $59.95, you get a blood type test kit, you get bitters, you get detox meal plan, you get a sample meal replacement shake called the fuel. And if you're on this call and you've ever used the fuel, I want you to just drop one or two words on how the fuel is for you. You also get an individual digital blood type download, okay? All for just under $60. And if you're new, never ordered with us, you get 10% off of your first order. That, right? Now, option number two is if you already know your blood type, then you save about $10, right? Now, we always believe in paying it forward. So if you know your blood type, I say still go ahead and get blood kit number one because it saves you a couple of bucks, right? And then you find out who in your family doesn't know their blood type and help them to a journey of great health, right? So let's get into this package. The first product that's in this package is your flat belly bitters. And we want you to know the first thing when it comes to cleansing out, right? Clearing out your gut and clearing out your arteries is going to be to detoxify your blood cells. So the flat belly bitters are a powerful tool for a quick 4-day detox. This is like entry level, right? Primarily due to its impact on digestion and liver function. That's what it's going to function on. So this is how it works. It's going to boost your digestion by stimulating the production of digestive enzymes, bile, and stomach acid, which are essential. It's going to regulate your appetite and reduce cravings for unhealthy foods. It's also going to support liver detoxification by filtering out toxins from the blood. You're going to eliminate fat soluble toxins through the digestive system, and then it's going to alkalize the body and reduce inflammation. And last but not least, it's going to improve your microbiome, which is your gut, by promoting the growth of beneficial bacteria and inhibiting harmful bacteria. You're also going to get that fuel. Now, that fuel, first of all, is the world's first of its kind, and it supports all blood types. It focuses on 5 key areas, including antioxidant protection, omega fatty acids, gut health, probiotics, and fiber, and it eliminates parasites, right? All of this comes in that little package. And guess what? When you take advantage of an auto ship, right? You can take advantage of what's called a comprehensive health test. Now, this comprehensive health test, I mentioned it earlier, the one that really shedded light on where I was with my health. It's like a health GPS. And it focuses mainly on 4 areas, although it covers 47 different more. Omega 3 panel, your gut check, vitamins and minerals, your heart, liver, and kidneys. Where are you really? I've seen some people who say, "Oh, well, I exercise and I eat right." Get a bioscan, and they were in a crisis stage or in a warning stage, which is yellow. Like, hey, you need to do something about that. Now, this test, I don't know how you can put a value on something that could potentially save your life, but they've come up with a value of $1,000, right? However, if you decide that you don't want to purchase any products, right, you just want to find out where you are, no problem. We have a special for you for $189. But if you enroll in the auto ship, that comprehensive health test will only cost you $50. Now, of course, you get back to the person that invited you on this call and you discuss what the goal is. Because our goal is not to just offer you products. Our goal is to put together a program, an entire complete solution for you to get you on your journey to the ideal life you want to live. Now, option number two, you're going to personalize wellness plan for your blood type. So you may need some um additional help outside of just some bitters, right? You might have some things going on. So we would talk and we may recommend the 7-day Rush. Now this plan is personalized just for your blood type. This nutrient packed program helps cleanse your digestive system, boost energy, and shed up to 10 pounds, leaving you feeling lighter and revitalized. So, in this pack comes the Purified Colonic Plus Full Body Cleanse, an eliminator which removes parasites and reduces mucus, a regenerator that restores the body with superfoods, fiber, probiotics, and prebiotics, and even though it's a 7-day, you get a QR code that allows you to scan it and download your personalized blood type 21-day regimen, okay? Or use the neutral meal plan included in the kit, whichever you like. It's only $119. And guess what? People have lost 10 to 20 pounds on a 7-day. I personally lost 13 pounds in 7 days. And it wasn't just pounds of weight, it was waste, built up waste in my gut that kept me from having a healthy digestive system. See, this young lady here, day one, look at her gut. Day seven, major improvement. 100 and I don't know how you put a price on that, but that for just a 7-day refresher is just 119. Now you may say, you know what? I'm dealing with this, and this, right? We may recommend the 21-day reset. Now it comes with everything that the 7-day is, but it is a more for 21 days. It will take care of your 21 day and bring your body back in balance. Why? Because this program helps detoxify your entire body, restore balance, and promote significant weight loss of 8 to 25 pounds while building a foundation for lasting health. And this is only $209. Now, Billy dropped 30 pounds in 21 days. Just, I mean, he even has abs, right? So it's absolutely phenomenal. Tanisha, 15 pounds in 21 days. Here's a young like drastic change, drastic change. Here's some more. These are actually entrepreneurs. Drastic change, 21 days. I don't know how you put a price on it, right? Yvette, 100-day results. Minister Ernestine and the other two ladies, Dr. Yakima and Karen Carruthers. Use our products. Cleanse. Look at them. Beautiful. Minister Ernestine is 64 years old. Switching to foods tailored to my blood type helped me lose belly fat, improve my digestion, and achieve fourth place in a bikini contest at 63 years old. Do you see on the magazine cover? They're using the fuel. They're cleansing, right? We're talking about age reversal here. And since we're talking about testimonials, we actually have time for a live testimonial on the call, and that's going to be Kenneth Elam. If you could come on while we are in are you still here, Kenneth? because we want them to know that food that heals one can harm another. And
I'm
so,
here, Casey.
good, good, good. I'm glad you're here. Glad you're here. If you could share your testimony in about 2 minutes, that would be so graciously appreciated. Thank you.
Sure, my pleasure. Good evening, everyone. I've been living as a type 2 diabetic for the last 15 years. When I first started my journey, my A1C was as high as 16.8, and my glucose level was as high as 685. At the time, I didn't know what those numbers meant. A normal glucose level is between 70 and 100, and they want your A1C to be at least a 7 or below. Um, so my doctors had been throwing different medications at me, trying to figure out how to regulate my sugar. What surprised the doctors were I've never been overweight. I've always been um, pretty active. I, I used to run track and cross country, gymnastics. I taught gymnastics. I taught stepping classes, hip hop, and so forth. And I say that because in March of 2023, after my 55th birthday, I got diagnosed with stage 3B kidney failure and neuropathy of the feet and the legs. I was unable to perform those activities that I was used to doing because of I had no feeling in my feet. Also, the significance about stage 3B kidney failure is there's only 5 stages. Once you reach 30% or below in kidney functions, the doctors look to put you on dialysis for the rest of your life. I was diagnosed at 32%. It was surprising to me because my journey mirrored what my mother went through for 20 plus years up until her death in November of 2023. She had diabetes, kidney failure, neuropathy, congestive heart failure, breast cancer survivor,
Mm,
almost had her feet amputated a couple of times. So it scared me once she passed away. And I was like, I can't live 20 plus years battling the same thing she went through. I needed to find something to regulate this disease, as they called it. My doctors weren't doing a great job. They just wanted to keep throwing medicine at it. So
mm,
I got introduced to Akana in May of last year. I took my first 7-day detox in June of last year. I had my first set of labs. After that, I started seeing improvements, a lot of green and so forth. Doctor took me off of metformin. So I committed myself to doing a 7-day detox uh, once a month up until the present. So you
mm,
fast forward from my start in June of last year to the present, my A1C dropped from that high number to an 8 and continues to go lower. Um, And all of this has been done within 6 to 9 months compared to 15 years of medication. My kidney function improved from the 32% to 50% and rising. My glucose level, like I said, normal levels are between 70 and 100. And at one point, it was as high as 685. This was the first time in 15 years I've ever broken the 100 barrier. My glucose level was a 71. My
wow.
doctors have taken me off of some medications. I'm still continuing on others until my kidney functions completely heal into the 60% or above level. My neuropathy has totally healed. I'm able to be mobile and do all of those activities I am used to doing. So I am a product of the product, and I guarantee if someone tries our products, it will highly improve whatever they're going through.
Wow. And Ken, so you started off with the 7 day, correct?
Correct.
Okay, and did you did I thought did you break your toe and didn't know it?
Yes, I actually broke my big toe on my right foot, and I didn't even know it. When I went to the foot specialist to check out my neuropathy, he X-rayed my foot and said, "Well, you broke your foot within the last month or your toe within the last month or two, but." When did you do that? And I was like, I don't know. He said, well, you probably didn't feel it because you had no feeling in your feet. So
Wow,
that's
and
how
just
severe the neuropathy was.
my God, Akana truly means in the hands of God. I'm so thankful that you were introduced. I think we were introduced to Akana somewhat around the same time, and it's just amazing. Just even seeing you in person, it's just amazing from the time I initially saw you to now. And thank you for sharing your testimony. So listen, pictures we've showed pictures. You've heard it live, you all. I'm just gonna quickly go over some of the other products that we may have. Um, Due to time, I won't have time to do the whole entire presentation. But if you're looking after you've cleansed your blood, you want to look at our product called Hemp Govi if you want to aggressively lose weight, right? Because there's some people out there that are getting injections, they're taking products and prescriptions that have horrible side effects. Well, our products are organic and all natural, okay? And so you want to drink your way slim, right? With our product called Hemp Govi. You want to do away with the injections, right? Those injections people are paying $100, $200 for, right? Ours are not even close to that type of price, right? And you get it's a powerful game, plant-based, right? It burns fat naturally, boosts metabolism, curbs appetite, supports digestive health, and promotes an overall balance. It's absolutely phenomenal. So you want to get with the person that invited you if losing significant weight is something you or someone you know really needs. That may be the answer for you. In addition to your cleansing, right? Take a picture of the 8 key ingredients. Okay. We also have CBD products that can be tailored for what you need, right? Maybe a cleanse is not enough. You have some more significant problems and issues. Well, we have other products that include CBD or THCA, which are non-psychoactive, right? They're non-psychoactive and it will help with the endocannabinoid system, bringing a holistic solution which helps bring your body back into balance, because by leveraging the properties of CBD and cannabis along the blood type diet, individuals may achieve a more balanced, harmonious approach to their unique biological predisposition. So we can customize your solution for you. We have Diamond Star Full Spectrum Hemp Flower that helps with arthritis, autoimmune disorder, anti inflammatory, neuroprotective, multiple sclerosis, Parkinson's, Alzheimer's, chronic disease, and cancer, and 70 other products. So you've heard about what we do. We also have an opportunity for you to come aboard as a wellness influencer or a certified coach. I'm going to share this, take a snapshot. You can be a wellness influencer for $3.99. Comes with tons of benefits and products. A certified wellness coach for $14.99. The training is phenomenal. And as a matter of fact, we have a certified training in less than a minute. So we want to thank you for taking the time to be with us today. We want you to transform your diet, get back to the person that invited you, and we want you to share this gift that we shared with you. Let others hear your inspiring story on how Akana helped you achieve your health goals. And I want to thank you for joining us tonight. Get back to the person that invited you. Find out your blood type, place your order, find out what foods that heal you and what's killing you, and let's change the world. Have a good day.
Thank you, Kayaetta and Ken.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank
Great
you.
Thank
job.
you.
Bye.
You look really beautiful
Yeah.
today.
Great job,
Thank
Kayaetta.
you.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mm.